Welcome back to the Den of Nerds. I'm Josh, and we got to talk about this crazy Hulk Spider-Man 4 shit. Oh my God. Guys, I'm hearing it's real, man. I'm hearing this is absolutely real. I want to explain what's going on. This isn't like the other Spider-Man rumors. Like, this clearly seems like it's new. This is the new direction of the film, and it seems solid. It's coming from solid sources. So let's start with the actual story, and then I'll tell you what I heard from sources, because I can add even more to this, and it's like, bro, what? So this comes from Nexus Point News. It's an exclusive. It says, Mark Ruffalo was set to return as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Nexus Point News can exclusively report that Mark Ruffalo is set to reprise his role as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's currently unknown what role Banner will play in the story, or whether he'll also be portraying his alternate green persona, which I know about that, and I'm going to tell you in just a second. NBN can confirm Bruce Banner's appearance will be much larger than a cameo, and Ruffalo will have a substantial role in the film. Oh boy, will he. Spider-Man Brand New Day will be Ruffalo's 10th appearance in the mainline Marvel Cinematic Universe project, which will be followed shortly by Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, respectively. Now, a couple of things here we got to get out of the way. It's a big role. It's not a cameo. He's back as Banner. They don't know if he's back as Hulk, but he is. And they mention in this article that Spider-Man is the next appearance for Banner, and then he will appear in both the other Avengers movies. Now, what that implies is that Spider-Man 4 will not be delayed. And I'm only bringing this up because Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars just got delayed by 7 months. Now, Doomsday comes out after Spider-Man Brand New Day. And a lot of people are like, whoa, that's crazy. Maybe they'll delay Spider-Man because they were clearly planning for Doomsday and then Spider-Man. But the TLDR is Spider-Man has been being reworked and rewritten a lot over the past couple of years. The amount of rumors we've heard at this point are ridiculous. And even Tom Holland has come out to say that they had a script, but there's a lot of stuff they're changing. Nexus Point News also reported a couple hours after this exclusive that Spider-Man 4 is going to film in the summer and wrap by fall. So if this movie is truly done by fall, it will have no problem being ready for July of next year. Now, we got to get into a couple other things, but real quick, I want to give a shout out to John Roca, the Outlaw. John Roca is the only person that I have known about, that I have heard about, that actually scooped that Hulk would be in Spider-Man 4. It was sort of offhanded on one of the Hot Mic podcast episodes. He and Jeff Snyder were talking about this, and Roca said he heard from a source that Hulk was going to be in this movie. He might have even said that Hulk was going to be the villain or something. I actually don't remember exactly what he said, but I do remember that John Roca had this first. So shout out to John Roca. By the way, when he scooped this, a lot of other scoopers that we think are pretty good laughed at him, said it was fake, and they look really silly now. So now let me tell you what I heard about this shit, because what the fuck? So I was told that Hulk is going to be the villain of the movie. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, wait a minute. Hulk's going to be the villain of the movie? Oh, dude, he could be the Maestro Hulk. That would be crazy, because we've heard a lot of rumors about the Maestro Hulk. But the fact that Nexus Point News is reporting that Spider-Man is still going to come out before Doomsday makes me think it won't be Maestro Hulk. And we've also heard these other weird rumors of characters like Boomerang and Tombstone being in the movie. And of course, you have Sadie Sink and possibly even Harris Dickinson being eyed for roles in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And there was this presentation recently done where we saw the Spider-Man suit. Now, this was a stock image from the last movie, but it's still an official showcase put on by Disney where they're explaining what the movie's going to be about. And this was where those characters like Scorpion and Tombstone and Boomerang, that's where that scoop comes from, was that presentation, right? And so maybe you thought that presentation was just bullcrap, but it wasn't, because I've heard that people at that presentation were actually talking about Savage Hulk as well. That was an element that was a part of the presentation. And other people can verify this, because there were a lot of DMs flying around from people that went to that actual presentation and a lot of the other scoopers. And after the first source reached out to me, I had another source reach out to me and confirm that it is true. So from what I understand, the Tombstone, Boomerang, those rumors are all real. There's even a character, Tarantula, who's a really wild, obscure Spider-Man villain. He's apparently in there, and Savage Hulk is the villain of the film. And so you're going to have all of these other villains. Very much feels like just everyday friendly neighborhood Spider-Man stuff, like just the villains in New York City. But apparently Savage Hulk is the main actual big villain. Now, I'm kind of confused, okay? There's a couple of ways this could go down. Maybe Bruce is in the film and he's just representing the Avengers as Professor Hulk, and maybe he's trying to help Peter or potentially even teach a class at Peter's college, because there's other rumors that Peter's going to be in college. And maybe it just is Professor Hulk trying to be a professor, and then he snaps in the third act and becomes the absolute crazy villain. But it is also possible that Hulk goes savage either off screen or at the very start of the film, because remember, Bruce Banner just saw what happened with Red Hulk. He understands that the Avengers need to be a thing. He might have even had conversations with Sam Wilson about this big threat that the leader says is coming. So I don't know exactly how all this is going to play out, but I've been told that Savage Hulk is the main villain. And if I were Sony and Marvel, I'd probably want to just put Savage Hulk right up front, right? Like, just make Hulk the big draw to the thing, make him be crazy. And then that would technically allow for Banner in Doomsday and in Secret Wars to already just be back to being Savage Hulk, which would be a huge W. Thing we got to add to this comes from Alex Perez over on the Cosmic Circus Discord. Alex has revealed that there will be a sequence in this movie, Brand New Day, which will be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, stunt sequences for an MCU film ever. It's going to require a large amount of safety coordination. It will take over a month to shoot. It will be shot practical. It will be filmed outside, and it will be filmed in a very heavily populated place. And what does that sound like to me? That sounds like Hulk snapping in the middle of New York City and going absolutely crazy, and Spider-Man having to try to save everybody around. Like, dude, that's what that sounds like to me. It could be something else, of course. Within the context of everything we're talking about now, like, that feels like what it would be, right? And there's one other thing. I literally just found this out. I had no idea, but apparently Gary from Nerd Erotic had been talking about this too. And on top of that, Gary said Punisher is going to be in this thing too. So, dude, all of a sudden, that's looking very likely. Like, he had this, Roka had this, everybody else said they were absolutely crazy. Punisher being in the movie, damn, dude, that's kind of wild. I mean, I love John Bernthal. I mean, what is this? Is this going to be like Spider-Man versus Punisher? Punisher's trying to take out all these different villains. Spider-Man's trying to be chill about it. There's also rumors of, like, the symbiote suit. Like, dude, what is this movie? This is kind of hard to figure out. But I will say this. Punisher and Spider-Man fighting against the Hulk, that is a dream come true. That could actually tie in to that big sequence that Alex Perez talked about as well, man. Oh my God. This could get really crazy, right? Oh boy. So holy forking short, we're getting big time Savage Hulk in Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 all of a sudden seeming like a real fan favorite, but not multiversal project. At least that's what it looks like to me right now. Hulk versus Spider-Man, a bunch of other villains in there too. I mean, that sounds like a recipe for success. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to get the Savage Hulk back. Like, I don't know exactly how it's gonna happen, but we need Savage Hulk back, dude. We need it. So there you have it, the report, what I heard about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.